Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here in the back room at Norman's Rare Guitars, and welcome back to another episode of Guitar of the Day. What a morning got to have today, man. What a morning. One of my favorite bass players of all time, quite possibly one of the greatest bass players of all time, Geddy Lee from the band Rush, was in town, met up with myself and Norm this morning. We took him over to storage, pulled out some of the old Fender basses, had a look around, spent a couple hours together. It was pretty cool. One of the perks of the job, I suppose, But it's kind of fitting, considering today is Thursday, Thumping Thursday. It's bass day. I got one we haven't done yet. One we don't see very often. One you probably haven't seen very often. I'm really excited to show it to you. Why don't you guys come over there? It's from 1968. This is a Gibson EB-2D Bass. Original Sunburst finish. Pretty cool. Let's talk about these EB2s. These originally came out in 1958, kind of as the companion bass to the ES-335. Obviously has the same shape. On those very first ones, they definitely didn't offer the D. Again, D is for dual pickup as opposed to single pickup, which is how they were originally offered. Only with this big, fat, humbugging, I call it the Sidewinder humbugging pickup here. This is the same pickup that you'll see on like the EBO SG basses, stuff like that. Kind of woolly sounding, but super fat. All the original ones will just be one pickup, and all the original ones in the first early years will also be banjo tuners, kind of like the Firebirds have. Once you get into 65, they started to do some other colors other than Sunburst and Natural. I think they started to do Cherry as well. 66 is the first year of the EB-2D dual pickup with the mini humbucker in the bridge. Kind of like the EBO basses, the SG basses, they did an EBO, and they did the EB3, which was the dual pickup version of the SG bass, the same configuration with the Sidewinder humbucker and the mini humbucker. 66 is the first year of the D. So you got both pickups. Mark, what's that little guy right there? This is called the baritone switch. Now what this is going to do is either enhance all of the bass frequencies or kind of chop off some of the bass frequencies. Depending on what pickup stage you're using on the switch, it could be good or bad thing. This thing is woolly as hell as it is. You enhance the bass on that pickup, it sounds like thunder. If you cut it, especially back here on the bridge, they sound really thin. We're going to play with it a little bit and show you what's going on. The only thing missing on this bass, well, it's not missing, but it's not currently there. There's usually a pull-out mute if you want to mute the strings. The original owner on this thing didn't like the mute, took it off, but here it is. It's still intact and it's in the case. It can go back on if you want it. Inside the original case here. The EB-2Ds, as I was saying, are very, very rare. This was one of the basses that Gibson did that actually the Epiphone, you'll probably see more people playing the Epiphone Rivoli bass than you see playing the Gibson EB2s. You'll see Jack Cassidy, guys like that, and he had his whole signature bass, which was kind of a take on the Epiphone Rivoli bass, which was Epiphone's take on the Gibson EB-2D. But this is just a really, really clean, other than some lacquer checking on this thing, one little bang down here and one right here. This thing is clean. Let's go play with this baritone switch. Let's go plug it into the amp. Let's see what this thing can do. All right, we're out front. We've got the 1968 Gibson EB-2D bass, original Sunburst finish. We got it going through the Ampeg SVT rig with the 810 cabinet. All the EQs at noon. The reverb is just in the room here itself. The way we're going to do this, I want you guys to hear what it sounds like with that switch in and out. So I'm just going to kind of go through the positions really quick, let you hear it with the switch. Right now, this is with the baritone switch on the cut bass mode. We're going to listen to this neck pickup first, see what that thing sounds like. Alright, let's turn on the baritone switch. Let's stop cutting the bass frequencies. Let's add some bass. Get ready. that thunderous enough for you? Hey, let's go down to the bridge now. The mini humbucker in the bridge. We're gonna put the baritone switch in the cut bass mode. Let's hear what that sounds like first. Now let's put in the bass enhance switch. All right, let's see it now. All right, now let's go into the middle. Let's hear a combination of these two together. Here we go. First without the bass. Let's just listen to it with the bass enhanced. Let's see what that thing can do with both pickups going live here. There you have it, from 1968, kind of the companion bass to the ES335. This is the EB-2D for dual pickup, original Sunburst finish with the baritone switch. Follow me on Instagram at Mark Agnesi. Check out the store at Norman's Rare Guitars, and check this and the rest of these guitars out online at normansrareguitars.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Guitar of the Day. Peace.